Oh, good evening, everybody. Another post-race talk tonight. We got Nate Manwaring. Looks like are going to be our points leader, winner this season, and a big shout out to Matt tonight. He definitely needed this win tonight, and I hope that's boosted your confidence, Matt.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's frustrating week in and week out, just going out and pretty much sucking, but feels good to actually be able to cross the finish line first.
Yeah, we're taking the last couple of laps here to go, and Nate, you know, you're running right behind him. What was your thoughts here? I think this is with two to go right now.
Yeah, right there about the last two laps. I was just kind of hanging out and about right there. I'd pull up just a little bit, break out the draft and everything. I think definitely coming off two and coming off four, just really sticking there and trying to decide if I wanted to just go up to the high line, see if I can make something work. Just thinking about the points and everything, just kind of sat back and just kind of followed the leader there. Just kind of made it work all the way around.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was up there maybe a lap before this, running first until you passed me, Matt. And Adam was up behind me there, and he was really shoving me um, through the track there. And I think once you got side by side with this car, it definitely slowed both lanes down. And I think this is the final lap right here. You can see Adam in the nine trying to make a run on the outside, but I was getting a little concerned for you, Matt. There, you kept sliding up a little bit there. I was like, oh boy, I hope he doesn't keep it up there too long because they're gonna come to the top there. But Nate stuck
Yeah, I
right
think he
behind you
was
there.
I think he was looking backwards, trying to look through my mirror and hope that I could hold David off for him.
Pretty much. I'm trying to make the car about 8 lanes wider than what it is.
And here we come to the finish line here, and there it is, first win for the series, and get that monkey off your back, and we'll try to go find your little burnouts there. But you told us that you didn't really think you had enough fuel to make it.
Yeah, it was about 16 to go, and my thing said 15, so I was riding up front there for a minute in front of Adam, and I was only three-quarter throttle trying to save gas, and then when crossed the stripe and it said I still had six to go and there were 6 laps left of the race, that's when I put it down and just went and because I crossed the line with a half a gallon of gas. Said 1 lap.
That's all you needed. And yeah, I mean, probably one of the biggest wins of the series here. I mean, you've been here since day one and just had the awful luck, but finally getting it done tonight, and you know, with that William Byron paint scheme right there, getting a little redemption from earlier on Sunday this week.
Yeah, just a little bit.
No, it was me.
And Nate, going into next week, there again, we don't know what the
Yeah.
drop week's gonna do.
When me and Nate we lost the
Um,
draft. We just could not make any ground. We didn't lose much, but we didn't make anything up.
what is um, your thoughts about that? Not sure what the drop week's gonna do to you.
Just do the same thing that we've been doing. Go out there, race, and try to place in the top and everything, and just kind of blur the championship out a little bit, and just go out there and run. If I can get another win and tack another one on, let's get five this season and just keep racking them in. But just look forward and just keep moving on with it.
Yeah, unfortunate for George tonight. There, he's out of town, and the internet in his hotel room didn't really work out for him. And if you haven't seen the picture, it is on our Facebook page there of his gnarly setup for tonight. Uh, Wheel stuck to a like looked like a bottom of a garbage can. uh,
Yeah, it was beautiful.
um, but yeah, so looks like again Nate Manwaring finishing second or third tonight. I'm sorry, and then Adam Benefield finished second. Um, Good 1, 2, 3 finish for your team.
Yeah, that was definitely really cool. I know when we were coming to the trioval and everything, I went up just a little bit high, and right when I did it, I would say I was probably a little close to Matt's rear bumper, and then from there just slid up and saw Adam coming, so I didn't want to come back down and start a wreck or anything, so just held that outside line, and we still finished right there next to each other, so that was really cool, and probably the first time that we've all finished 1, 2, 3 like that. So that was awesome.
Yeah, and again, I'm really excited. Matt finally getting his win for the series there. I was just last few weeks there, the last lap there, I was taken out, so I was just like playing it cool, and I didn't want to do nothing crazy. I just wanted to see a good finish, and this car was really racy tonight. We had 30 lead changes. Matt, of course, winning, getting the most laps led with 22 out of all those 30 lead changes.
Yeah, kudos to him and everything. I mean, post up your number 22 and then lead 22 laps and win it. That's saying something. That's awesome.
And so we'll get off the kind of the iRacing side. We'll get to we talked to Matt a few weeks ago there, and just kind of get to know you more, Nate. Now, what got you started in iRacing and or sim racing or any kind of racing you got into?
Well, let's say probably about 2 years ago and everything, I had a buddy and just went over to his house and just started looking everything over. And very first time I got in a car was just playing around with like a street stock and the super lates. And just from there, I was like, dude, I have to have this. It's like, I've always done console, done leagues over there on Xbox, and then to come here, it's like this is out of the world. It just doesn't compare to that kind of stuff. So it was definitely for me, and being around racing for this long, it just helped in the long run, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I'm sure you probably heard the story about me over the last few weeks there, and I had a lot of fun before I really got into iRacing was NASCAR '09 or '08, one of those 2 years there, the EA Sports games on Xbox Live, and we used to do like 5 lap shootouts and or 10 lap shootouts, and we would have a group of us, 8 or 9 of us, and that was fun back in the day. I mean, but now we have 9 cars in the league. We do 75 laps. It's fun still. I just waiting for those last few laps to get it over with and see how much fun we can have racing together.
Oh yeah, when we can bring different skill levels, and you come from '03 and everything, and everybody has their own background to it. You throw that in the mix, and that's where it gets fun. Everybody's got their own techniques, and we can just go out there and race and put on a good show with it.
And so now we're gonna get off the iRacing talk. So I mean, I know you're in close to Indianapolis. Um, Tell us about what you do and stuff.
Yeah, currently I am, I would say, minority owner, not really in the ownership all the way. I would just say more new car sales manager and everything for Fuquay out of Dunkirk, Indiana. So I've ran that sponsor quite a bit here and been doing that for about 8 years. And yeah, now I can thank Matt for all the paint schemes and everything that he does with the logos. But do that, be a good old salesman and everything, and got lucky enough. I've got one friend knocked out. Adam was just there a couple weeks and got him and his wife on, and
Sorry about that.
we're gonna have to get Mr. Matt up here, and we're gonna have to bring him to the Dodge and Jeep side, get him out of those Fords.
Oh, I grew up. My grandpa owned a Dodge dealership, and I've already told my wife my next car is a Dodge, so we'll probably be.
Uh, Just making sure I didn't lose you guys. My thing just messed up. Um, yeah. So doing the dealership stuff. Do you have any other hobbies besides sim racing and car dealership?
Yeah, just the free time that I can break up. I've got an 8-year-old daughter. Most of my time just focused with her and everything, and we're getting into a lot more racing stuff with her. She's been on here quite a few times, and I'll walk away and I'll just set her up for like Legends cars and late models, and she's out there turning laps at IRP and everything. And one of these days I might have to bring her over, but we've got some time until that comes.
Yeah.
But other than that, just do a lot with the dealership side. I've got car shows that I host and everything, and just a lot of work on the background that goes with it. So focus there, family, everything as well.
Yeah. Matt has kids. I have kids. You have kids, and George and a lot of us, during, we got the summer league coming up, Nate, and I think this is going to be a good time. Take a step back for a little bit, try to get some more people in here, and have some fun during the summer while we take care of our families.
No, yeah, it'll be a good step for us to literally just take a break, get in some fun races, blow off some steam. If anybody's got some grudges held, and start taking them out and get them over with.
Yeah, and I know I asked you, Matt, a few weeks ago, but any updates for your league, your Let's Go Racing League?
No, not we. Yeah, we haven't any talked about much about it. This league's winding down, and we got another league that we run on Mondays and Fridays that is winding down. We're starting the playoffs, so I think that's where when we settle down from them, maybe we'll have a couple days to sit down and talk about what we're going to do with ours.
Gotcha. Well, all right. It's kind of late here on the East Coast time. It is about almost 11 o'clock. Figured to let you guys get out of here. Um, Next week, Daytona Legacy Xfinity cars. We're gonna run some throwback schemes. What are you guys gonna run?
I got a Jeff Gordon Rainbow Warrior car I painted up. I'll probably run. I grew up loving old Jeff Gordon, so that'll be my choice.
Yeah, I probably I'll probably go towards like the DEI. I don't know. Everybody always runs Junior Earnhardt.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll throw it up and do like a Michael Waltrip car or something. Try to throw that in the mix.
yeah. I can't wait to see what these cars look like. I mean, I don't know if I'll make it next week. If I don't, Nate, good luck next week, Matt. Hopefully you can get two in a row before the season ends. Again, next week we're at Daytona Legacy and the Xfinity cars. If I don't make the race, I may just throw up the broadcast and just announce it there, and this way we can get some interviews after the race with some of these drivers that had the great season here. And that's it. If you guys have anything else, I'm gonna kill this thing.
Yeah, I'm all good here. Appreciate you having me, and definitely glad to be there with Matt, Adam, everybody up front, and get to see Matt post that first win there for the season. So awesome job, buddy.
Oh yeah, appreciate it, man, and we'll appreciate this league, man. It's a blast, and man, if people could just see what we did tonight, 75 laps and only a 35 caution for competition caution.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Running nose to tail for all 75 laps. That's
Well,
impressive.
yeah, and um, hopefully you guys can do that again next week there, and we get it broadcasted, and maybe some people will watch it and see what we can do, and getting this shared on all the iRacing Facebook pages. And I kind of stepped away from that for a little bit there. I was just too busy, but today I started back into get into the iRacing league pages there and trying to get people to join up.
Yeah, for sure. I think we can, if more people start seeing races like that, word of mouth's going to grow, and we could have a good field of 20 cars a night. I just know it would be a good race.
All right, gents. We'll see you next week at Daytona.